Hey, what's up YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan, and please join me while I replace this old wooden marquee with a brand new light up one. But just remember, I'm not a professional.
Shut up! You don't think Ryan is famous?
Cousin Ryan.
You gotta...
Hey, what's up YouTube friends and family? It's Cousin Ryan. I know this is a little bit of a funky setup compared to what we usually have. The lighting's not right on this side of the shop, but in order to do this easily, we had to kind of flip things around and come over here to do this. So we're going to install the light up marquee here for the 40th anniversary edition Arcade1Up Pac-Man cabinet. So I've already unscrewed the deck. I already had this loose, so I'm going to show you right here. If you've put this together yourself, you already know how to take it apart. And it's just 4 Phillips screws here. And I'm going to set this down behind the table here, out of the way. And then I'm going to take the drill. Now, it's not so bad when you're unscrewing these pieces to use a drill, but you got to be super careful when you're screwing them back in because they're just screwing into wood and it's really easy to strip things out. I do believe there's actually a little metal thing in there that it's screwing into, but you got to go be very, very gentle with it. So famous last words, right? Be gentle. Whoops, didn't quite get that one all the way. Again, as I mentioned in the unboxing video for the light up marquee, I love the wood grain. I just think this is so classic. Even though I wasn't around in the 70s, it reminds me of the 70s and late, obviously, into the 80s, but this should just lift off here. There we go. You can see what the inside of that looks like, and we'll just set this over here. There's a good shot of the wood grain. I absolutely love that design. That is, between that and the light up marquee, that just really sold me on this whole thing. So, oh, we've got one more screw down here. It's the top one that went in. Let's reach down here and let me move this over just a bit. Okay, now the old wood marquee should just wiggle its way out here. Oh, I forgot. Shoot. Okay, we got one extra step here. So we got to unplug this. Actually, you know what I'm going to do here? Sorry. I'm going to remove. This is just laying here. This also takes 1, 2, 3 Phillips screws to remove. And I've got one of them stuck in there. Just a second. Sorry about that. I forgot that screw was in there. I'm just going to lift this up and set it down. Again, if you put this together, I think you have a pretty good idea how to take it apart and put it back together one more time. But the sound, the speakers just unplug from, where was it? Right here. It plugs into the deal. And then there are 4 Phillips head screws here. 2 of them into the back of the marquee. My drill. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Got it anyway. Of course I dropped it. I might actually, you know what would make this easier? It's a little bit hard to get past this little block right here and reach the screws. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that out and just put an extension on here, just so it's a little bit easier to reach. Gives you a little extra reach there. And then I'm going to unscrew that. Just put that in there. There we go. Screw down. and then it just comes apart. You can see those wooden pegs there. Set that down. Okay, and now we've got our light up marquee here. There is room for the pegs, so we've got to reuse these little wooden pegs here that fit everything together. Sorry, it'd be better to show you from this way. It should stay in there, hopefully. That's that. There's the, I don't know, we'll use this as a decoration somewhere else maybe. Okay, now everything goes back together in reverse. So that will screw on. There's wood pegs there on the speakers that fit into the marquee, just like that. And then we'll put these screws back in. Sorry, I should be showing you these a little bit better. Now again, the backing of this marquee is also press wood like everything else, so I would be, again, very, very gentle with it. And there we go. By the way, during the unboxing, I had mentioned that there was something loose rattling around in the marquee, and it turns out it was just one of the screws that held the LED bar across here had fallen out, and that was, so I put it back in. Sorry I didn't film that. It was just one of those late night things that kept bugging me, and I'm like, let's see if we can take this apart. And if yours makes noise, it's super easy. There's 2 screws on each side, and then there's, you can see 3 here. These 3 just need to be loosened, and it comes off. It's really, it was a super easy fix, so not a problem at all. Here's the 2 wires. We're gonna fit the, you can see these 2 wooden pegs, well 4 actually, 2 on the marquee and 2 on the soundboard, or the speaker board. Line things up, and then I'm gonna set this over here. I'm gonna take the wires, and there is a place here for the speaker to go in like that, and then there's a little light bulb there. I will try to get a close-up picture of that before we put this all back together. Actually, I'm going to grab the other camera here, and hopefully you guys can get a look. See, there's power there, the speaker, and the light-up marquee. Okay, now let's just start putting it all back together in reverse. By the way, one other thing, I'm rattling around in the back of my head. There's a lot of wasted space right here, and I'd like to make an opening door on the front of this so we can stick other games, board games or something in there. It's just extra storage because this takes up a lot of room and you don't get to do anything with it, which was understandable with the old arcade cabinets because they had all the mechanisms, machines, and the big screen. Anyway, yeah, so that is something I would like to do. What am I looking for here? I guess one of these and the drill. Put this screw back in first. Feels pretty good. Okay. This board needs to go, was it this way now? Yeah. Right. Oh, it fits. Okay, sorry. Getting a little ahead of myself. This needs to slide in there just like that, and then it'll fit in that groove at the bottom there. And I guess we're ready to put this back on. One thing, I knew that the light up marquee was coming. There's 4 more screws. There's 2 here and 2 here that I'm going to have to put in place. I hadn't put them in because I knew this upper panel was going to come off eventually, and I just thought 1 less or 4 less screws to remove. So let's fit this. there's a lot of flex in this. So you get one peg in and push the other ones in, and then the other ones kind of like to pop out of there. Not sure why. Not sure what the hang up is here. Are we? No, we're in. Oh, this. That's what it was. Okay. Now we're ready. Ooh, it's getting warm in here. It is getting warm in here. If you guys don't have one of these yet, they're super easy to put together. Very good instructions. It's not a big deal at all. Do not, if that's, you know, one of those things you're kind of mulling around thinking, oh, I don't know if I want to get one and put it together. It's not that big a deal to put one of these together. It's fairly simple. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got to put the back panel on now, right? Right. Actually, what did I do? Shoot, I'm going to have to, hold on. We're going to have to pause here because I got to go in the other room and get the screws for this screen. I forgot they're still in the box. So time out and I'll be right back. Okay, so these screws, I don't know if you can see them there. There's 4 here, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then there's 4 more 1, 2, 1, 2 that go up. These little brackets are symmetrical. So I've already got 1 screw in, and we'll put the other 3 in right now. Super easy. No big deal at all. This back in. I don't know if you can see it. Down at this end there's a groove that this fits into. Just like that. Oh, there's the drill. Here's the 3 screws. Whoops, I drop things a lot. Let's see, let me get on this side. I'm not left-handed, so this gets to be a struggle, but okay, where'd that one go that I dropped? There it is. It's over here. Okie doke. Oh, and it was cool. It came with, you know, some spare parts, pegs, and things like that. So, and there's some other cables to tie things up inside, but I'm going to wait and do that when I put the opening door on the front. So, actually, you know what? I'm going to flip this over, I think, and we will put the control deck on now. This will be super easy also. So again, there is a cable that comes off the back of the monitor here. Where'd it go? Here it is. Whoops. Here it is, and it plugs into the back of the control deck. I don't know which camera to show. Here's the plug right here. Just heard a screw drop. That's it. Here we go. The last few screws. Should be lined up. There we go. And be very careful when putting these screws in, because there's a plastic protector on here that will crack, or it could potentially crack if you screw these down too tight. Here we go. All right, let's get this bad boy up on its feet and see how we did. Okay, here we go. The moment of truth. And look at that. It's amazing. I'm a little bit bummed it's getting washed out in the camera there, but it looks really cool. I'm just bummed it's getting washed out, but I'm really thrilled with it. I like it a lot. It's very cool. It just adds something over the wooden one. I mean, yeah, you get the picture. That, to me, it has the glow. It has the glow of like the old school arcade marquees, even though it's just it's LED rather than, I guess they had an luminescent tube or whatever in there before. But anyway, I'm super thrilled. Arcade1Up was amazing in getting me that when they had the mispackaged deal here. Almost said Miss Pac-Man, the mispackaged deal. But anyway, I'm thrilled with it. We're going to get down on some Pac-Man, and thank you guys for hanging out. I hope that was helpful. I know, again, I'm not a professional or anything, but hopefully that made it easier for you maybe. I don't know. I'm not used to filming how-to stuff in that fashion, so hopefully it worked out or you got something out of it. If nothing else, it was fun hanging out, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey Rye, you really won a lot of stuff there. What'd that cost?
Everything.